And we're live on a moon day, moon day, moon day, moon day. I am your hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil, messenger of God, the first child of God, reincarnated. I am the Lilith. Today is Moon Day. In order to keep up with me, you might have just seen what I post on my community page. I have had a very, very, very busy day. Check this out. I typically get my ascension feathers on a Monday, and those are for the work I did the week before. It's like a payday. And I got two of the biggest feathers ever. Look at this thing. It's bigger than my table, bro. See how big that is? I got two of them. Wow, huh? I actually got quite a few of them. What happened? Well, I got these over at the lake. We went to the lake, and I got my daughter on a boat like I said I was going to do. That was nice. I did full moon ceremonies and offerings way the fuck over on Red Rocks, and then by 5 o'clock, I was on the lake in Cherry Creek Reservoir. Look at how big they are. Damn, they're monstrous. Really? Yeah, dude, those are monstrous. Check this out. Oosh, those are big. Those are some big birds. Anyways, it's something special to me. I have them everywhere. I have my feathers. They're going to be made into a beautiful headdress. That I will leave in museums for everybody after left. Really? Yeah, I've seen it in the museums. It's cool. See it behind glass. And all the stories attached to it are in all my videos. Every time I've gotten a feather, the story's in the videos. So those ones came from all kinds of great stuff, and that was really, what is that? That's succession at stepping back into the material world while still holding my space. And that's what I had posted, and that's kind of why I was driven to have to do this. I got a bit of a headache. I'm kind of burnt out. I really want to go to bed, but we got a 10-day forecast, and I can control when you guys get that forecast. But I had said, you know, tooted my own horn a little too soon and said, hey, look, I can handle this stuff, and da-da-da-da-da. And that's really what it is. I did all kinds of greatness today, and tomorrow it's back to work. God who gives me strength on a Tuesday, thank goodness. But we need to get on to our 10-day forecast, so I'm going to give that to you. But yeah, the feathers are always, they're the gift from the divine, as a reminder to the hard work I did. And it's actually, they're called ascension feathers for me. I've gone into another level. And I gotta be honest, bro, I'm telling you, those feathers right there, I'd have to get my raven feathers from Oklahoma, but I'm pretty positive those are the biggest feathers I've ever brought home. Really? Yeah, I got some pretty big ones from Oklahoma, but I don't think they're that big. Even my eagle feather isn't that big. Yeah? Yeah. I got a real big one like that from Washington that was given to me. And I mean, they went on a trip and they just knew to bring it back to me. It was a hawk feather. That one was pretty big. But yeah, that's a big ass feather. I have them all sizes, all shapes and sizes, different birds. Alright, so, let's see, I hadn't touched bases on this, and I'd seen it like everyone else had seen it, but then it hit me before I came up on Facebook. I saw this, black educator had posted a video on Facebook. He was a teacher at a school that ICE had raided during their elementary school, graduation. And he was crying, bro. He's like, this shit just ain't right. He watched, you know what I mean? He talked about how parents just went running out of the crowd, how there was helicopters on top of the sky and everything, how the kids were, you know what I mean, in panic. And I know, you know, the protests and everything that's going on. He's like, this just isn't right. This just isn't right. Oh, God. I don't want to really get into this, but we have this system that says what's right and wrong. And the whole reason this is going down is because they broke the system. And it's not right. It's not right, the whole thing. But in essence, more than half of America asked our president to do something about this shit. What's happening in California is just a soft launch. And it's not only against Mexicans. I assure you what comes next. He's already put the ban starting today on other countries that can't come in. I start kicking them out too. We're at the beginning of the end. It's about to get real gross. In essence, you can't, you're like, he has no right. That's the problem, bro. Our rules said that they had no right to be here. Nobody ever enforced it. That's it, bro. That's it, bro. Have you ever seen, I've seen it in real life living in San Diego. But have you ever seen Cheech and Chong, bro? Where they just roll up at the house, the La Migra, and they take them all back to Mexico? It used to be that simple, where they would just take them literally on a bus, feed them a meal, and drop them off on the other side of the border. It used to be that simple. Now it seems to be a little bit kind of sadistic. But it was always a risk you took in our country. To be in our country without papers, you always took that risk. Some people got away with it for, their whole life. Some don't. It's not, we're fighting because we don't want to see it. But it's always been that way. Those were the rules. My ex-husband, my first baby daddy, his family, some of his family members were over on the American side illegally. And I used to ask, but back then it was easier to get, to do it. And after seeing, this non-existent border in in Arizona and stuff like that, and the treacherous stories, it's like they can do it. But, they live a lifetime of fear that somebody's going to find them here, and their limitations to what they are able to do here. So I was talking to the Venezuelans. A lot of my building is Venezuelans that Trump brought in. Biden brought in. Biden brought in all these people, but he didn't give them work visas. And that's why you see them all over the streets. And I asked them what's going on, with all of this, and they're like, they're basically just waiting till they come to get them. They know that they're being hunted. In one way or another. That's not exactly how they described it, but they know. And that's it. Their times are numbered. And it's not just them, it's anybody that was in our country illegally. It's crazy, right? Crazy. I don't know what to say. There's, like I said, my children's family are at risk. And I can't save them. But, tearing down our streets and fighting our government about the laws of our government and stuff like that. This is all that stuff that starts that civil war that happens, or that third world war that happens within our own fucking borders, where we tear each other apart. Naturally, this would happen during Pride Month and Men's Mental Health Month and Juneteenth. This would all happen. It aligns in history. It's always some bullshit. Change is happening, and the way that it's happening is through absolute destruction. Towers are falling everywhere, guys. I told my 12 plus 2 and anybody else that would listen that during these times we don't fight. We don't pick sides. We just watch them tear each other apart and try to catch those that, that need us. But we don't get in this. I tried to tell Marshall that. I told him all that. I was very surprised to see them, trying to push a fucking political campaign when I told them that Trump was going to win. It's like, you never listen to me? I guess they don't want to. They've got that LILITH in them. They don't want to listen to authority. I get it. Whatever. We're going to watch our own people perish, bro. By the hands of our own people. Our family will tear apart our friends. Our friends will tear apart our families. It's unreal. What do? Get right, so that you know what's right in your heart, so you're not driven by the madness of your mind to make a decision that's, choose between two wrongs, but be able to make the righteous decision and walk away. Really? There's a time to fight. We'll have to fight. We fight for what's right. This isn't right. What are we fighting for? We're fighting our own government against the laws that it's created. Matter of fact, they're suing our current governor because he won't act in it. He's under fire. Our governor won't act in it, so that's something about, I don't know, you have to watch it. It's in the fucking newsreels and shit. He's refusing to partake in it, so now the government's suing him for not following through. I mean, he's a good governor. They say all kinds of shit about him because he's a gay governor. You know, him and his partner and shit, but Governor Polis has been cool since I've been here. I mean, every governor's got something up their sleeve, but in the essence, you know, he does what's right, just like every other leader. He does what's right for the people, according to the people, and he's got himself in some shit trying to protect the people. And that's what it is. He's trying to protect our people, but the people that are after him are our people, because he's protecting them. They want him to destroy them. Who's right? I don't know. Anybody that ever stood behind Trump stood behind that wall and getting rid of fucking immigrants. And I thought that was so wild to me because himself and his whole family are immigrants. But, you know, that's like my father. My father is 100% an immigrant, bro. He has citizenship, you know. He can keep up with hers. So maybe they need to come get her bitch ass. But in the essence, it's like, you know, and that's it. She spent her whole life here. She knows nothing of her home country. When they send her back there, will she be able to survive in a country she never knew? That's like me. They like say that I have, you know, Honduras. People in your community, people you work with. You're going to take all of them on? You're going to stand in front of all of them and tell them how unfair it is that these people broke the rules and now they're getting caught up? I got a headache just thinking about it. It's like, as the high priestess, bro, I just gotta walk in the truth. What's the truth? The truth says that they weren't supposed to be here. And that at any time in their life, somebody could have came in and ripped them out of our country. And now that it's happening, everybody's going crazy. Yes, he's going after particular sets of groups right now. Duh, he's biased. Why? Because he's trying to take care of what he considers the biggest problem, the biggest minority problem that we have. What would California be like without Mexico? What would any of our states be like without Mexicans? Jesus Christ, what a disgusting thought. But, you know, that was always the foundation of America, is to go and, you know what I mean, and eliminate breeds. Going back to, you know, Columbus Day and all that shit. Guys, again, this isn't a subject I want to be part of. I just tell you that, you know, from a standpoint, we built the rules that locked us into this problem. And that's why all of this needs to come crashing down. It's the same as the Atlanteans, dude. You know what I mean? You built your own destruction. And that's what it is. Only later will we see that it was never right to be like this to begin with. And we'll break that foundation and we'll build differently. With what? More compassion, more understanding, forgiveness, and more unity. Only now are you seeing that was never right. You thought it was all right, as it was written in the book since the beginning of time. But now that as we see it playing out in our time, we realize this wasn't right. And that's exactly what he said. He said, what kind of world are we living in? This isn't right. We built a lot of laws. You know, our ancestors built laws that they thought were right at the time. We have to go back and clean up the fucking mess of our ancestors, dude. They put these things, you know, these narrow-minded ideas into constitutional fucking laws and rights, and now we know that this is, somebody needs to break this law and this ain't right. And that's what he's trying to do too, is, you know what I mean? He's going back to all, you know, the old ways. Orthodox tradition. Clear indication to you guys that we can't live in the past. Dude, as soon as I said that, disconnected. I said, how many of your family members don't have proper documentation? Never even knew, huh? I don't know. I've seen that movie, Oh, I got disconnected again. June 9th. That's where we're supposed to be. Let me hook this up to the Wi-Fi. Give me a second, guys. Alright, let's see. Again, I'm tired. I'm gonna just give you the whole gist of it and just get the fuck out of here. Alright, this is K-How. The Thousands. The Deacon group is the Potter. Mineral is carnelian and gold. Respect and admiration. This card may be taken to mean that respect and admiration will be forthcoming, and it could indicate that you will be recognized for something you have done. It could represent you either as the pharaoh who is being praised, or as someone who is kneeling and praising someone else, which might be a gentle reminder to humble and show someone else respect and admiration. Hey bro, as they read that, I was like, I am fucking bowing down to nobody. But maybe there's somebody I'd be excited to shake their hand. Let me think. Give me something, God. Who would excite me to meet? My good hand's itching. That I'd be like honored, but I'd like, you know, bow or curtsy or some shit. I've got nothing. But, you know, there may be somebody out there that, you know, just by the way they live their life, I respect it. Hey, dude, my trainer, in all essence, dude, she's fucking butterflies and fucking unicorns, dude. And I told her, you know, I'm grateful that you're a good person. I don't be around good people. You're very Christ-like. I mean, holy shit, how did God make you? I'm not gonna bow down or anything, but I always give people flowers where flowers are due. I can't think of a dude or a chick that I'd be like, oh my god, it's so great to meet you. I'm sorry. I don't know. And it's nothing against you, it's my head hurts and I can't see no visions of who the fuck you know, some fairy tale version of whoever that person is. In essence though, you know, not to toot my own horn, but beep beep bitch, I have that has never been done in all. Why? Because I'm the only one. When you start acknowledging that, then we can start doing some real work. But in the essence, yeah, I'm the only fully awoken, fully enlightened, fucking transcendental being that walks this planet. It's great. It's giving me a headache. I mean, in essence, and that's what those wings are about. Like, I got my wings back. Like, can you believe that, bro? I put the soul at a job. They put the soul in a job, bro. I look like a normal. I'm walking a human life. I'm being a human being. All with God's glory, dude. He gave me the right place to put me in and where I can be a human. I can't, you know, that's been my struggle, is being human again. And all glory to that. Anyways, yeah, I'm not bowing down to nobody. Is there someone specific in your life that you have been reluctant to praise, even though they are deserving of your respect? Oh, shit. I don't know. I was teasing Russ earlier. His stupid fucking song, Trying. I told him from the beginning to quit fucking trying. And then I teased him. I was like, oh, keep trying. You know by now. He knows by now that the album sales. That's why he made multiple fucking versions of it, to try to, you know, manipulate the sales. You're such a manipulating asshole, bro. Doesn't matter. Keep trying. And the essence is like, am I supposed to respect your hustle, bro? I mean, okay, yes. You did things that other people didn't do. You oversold yourself. Is how I look at it. I always feel that way, Russ. I know you're just, you know, these were great ideas that you were willing to put your money on, and you thought that, you know, honestly, Russ, I'm gonna be so flat out with you. If you would have put on that fucking shirt in the fucking TikTok video, if you would have put on the little girl shirt, the half crop top, I'd have loved the shit out of you more. Why? Because you would have put yourself in an uncomfortable place to make people happy. It would have been hilarious. And I love how you keep saying you're 230 pounds, full muscle, and then you come in that video and said you don't have a fucking, your fucking summer body ready. That's why I wanted to see a fat man in a little shirt. That would have been great. I would have loved you for being brave. Those are those logic moments. Very illogical, but so silly and so exciting. That would have been great, bro. That's it. Watch you fucking wear that shirt for a week. Watch how many girls buy that shirt, bro. Wear it. That's it. They don't want to see your girlfriend in it. They want to see you in it. I would have loved to see you in the man crop shirt. Little pink shirt. Jesus Christ. And we go way back on that, right? Remember making fun of this? In the essence, yeah, what do you want from me? This is what they said